Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Harika and I'm here to explain my journey of NCLEX RN. If you did see the description, it's mentioned that I did clear my NCLEX RN at 85 questions. So let's jump into the topic. First thing is, what is NCLEX RN? So it is a licensure examination mainly for US, Canada and Australia. It is a requirement for completing our licensure process to be and to work as an RN. There are many aspects and factors come into when we have to prepare for our examination. So first question is, how do I prepare? Where do I begin from? Or if you are a repeat test taker, you are just frustrated to what to do now. Where do I start? So my first thing is that you have to review the candidate report or the NCSBN guide. You can search it on Google. It's available. It is basically divided in segregations on the task you have to achieve in order to complete the exam. So for example, I would list them down. It's management of care, safety and infection control, basic care and comfort, psychosocial integrity, pharmacology and parenteral therapy, clinical judgment, health promotion and maintenance, reduction of risk potential and physiological adaptation. So basically these areas are separated, and for example, if you open in the website, they will be given on which type of questions you are unable to achieve when you are, for example, if you're practicing. You can go through this, and trust me, it's really helpful. I'm a third-time test taker and it's really been helpful for me. If you are in a place where you don't know where I have to begin with, let it be if you are a repeat test taker or you are fresh, you're starting your NCLEX journey, then this is the best way to begin with. So coming to the preparation aspect of how do I prepare, where do I start, like the content aspect. So when you start reading, you can actually use your nursing textbooks, which you have, like your medical surgical books from back college. The usually recommended book is the Saunders Review for NCLEX RN. You could either purchase it, or if you cannot, you can use your medical surgical books from which you have from college and use them for content. It's really great and it's similar. Other than textbooks, like if you're someone who is a visual learner like me, there are pretty good content available on YouTube. For example, NCLEX Sara, Simple Nursing, they are really great. So for me, actually, so 3 times I had given, so at a point I was stuck that what should I do now? It's not helping me. So if you are in a place where you have an educational gap, like I did graduate in 2021, but I was confident that I used the content from YouTube or the textbooks were very helpful for me, but somehow I didn't clear. So I did take a course for 3 months. So if you're someone who wants to take a course or who is in a dilemma, because we come from a background where financially it's draining for us, that's what we think first, and we don't know whether it's helpful or not, so it's really subjective. If you are practicing from the social media platform and still you feel that you are unable to figure out, and then I think you should take a course. It's really helpful, as I did take. And the other thing I want to say is that stick to your notes which you prepare. Even when you go, like when the questions you are unable to solve them, go back to your notes and check out. So while preparing for your NCLEX, I really would recommend that you go through the simplest of simplest preparation, like content, like your fundamentals, positioning, bioterrorism, PPE, isolation precautions, and like very basics in pharmacology, like your cardiac medications, antibiotics. I felt that it was really like the easiest of things we usually tend to skip, that okay, we can do it. But those only were the questions which which came in my exam, and comparing all of the 3 times, I really feel it was the simplest of simplest questions which went wrong. Because the thing with these questions are, all of the options are similar, they are true, but we have to prioritize according to the question that which is the correct answer. When for example like nutrition, I did get like which of the following are potassium rich diet. The third thing, the most important thing, which is very hyped, or I don't know, like which of the part is true or which question bank do I follow. I was so confused while preparing. So there are so many platforms available, the question banks: Archer, UWorld, Bootcamp, Simple Nursing, and Kaplan, and many more. I really don't remember. So the best of the best apps I really liked is Bootcamp. It's really phenomenal. Like if you are stuck with your case studies, it's really good. And even if you want to prepare topic wise, like given in the NCSBN guide, you can select like management of care for example and solve according to that. That was very helpful. UWorld is good, but financially many people cannot afford it. Because I have given so many times, I did use all of them. So subjectively, according to each one of you, like who is going to prepare, I would recommend using the readiness assessment, buying the readiness assessment tests. Even in bootcamp, like you can have a free trial of the readiness exam to check out if which one is suitable for you. That way I think you should buy the subscriptions for the question banks. So personally for me, I did feel that bootcamp is my top one, and then Kaplan, and then UWorld. So and one more thing is, like there is this book, Lippincott's Review for NCLEX. It's really good. It has really comprehensive answers, like 1 or 2 lines, and it does have chapter wise questions. It's only basically for practicing, and while you practice, please do practice a lot, like minimum of 85 to 150 questions, not more than that. But we tend to practice less usually, like we are very lazy. Like I am from a place where I'm very lazy to do questions, so it's really helpful. And coming to question banks, that sometimes we do feel that rational is very big and it's very hard to comprehend, like when you are practicing for 4 to 6 months of period and you are like exhausted seeing that rational. First thing we are curious about is what type of questions we encounter during our exam. I did get 5 to 6 case studies and 20 to 30 standalone questions and 30 SATA questions. The most important thing is that we have to consider each statement as true or false. Like my exam was about a month ago, so I don't remember all of the questions which I encountered, but most of the questions were basic stuff, fundamentals, positioning, diabetic foot ulcer, how do we take care about them, all type of precautions, contact, droplet, airborne precautions, and like what kind of organisms come under it. There were many questions about mental health and about prioritization, delegation. These are the kind of questions which we skip, that we can see further, like we can do it somehow. So ensure that you practice a lot on these type of questions. My case studies were mostly about uterine atony and diabetic foot ulcer, and mostly about the cardiovascular system was my case studies. While practicing, there are some days when you score less and some days go very good. So in the days when you score less, I personally have seen her videos, so that's why I am telling. Her name is Dr. Sharon. She's from the Mark K channel. She gives a brief about the topic and she just solves the questions. It's very good in building our morale and confidence about solving questions, and keeps us engaging, as because I am a visual learner, I tend to not get bored while watching it. It's just a 20-minute video. The last thing I would add up to this is make a timetable, follow the timetable. You can write down behind your timetable in which you score less, or for example, if you are a repeat test taker, you can mention in which areas you did score less. I don't know if it's visible. I would keep it, I would drop it down in the side. So it was really helpful for me. And if you're someone who cannot stick to the timetable, you can just print it out. It is available in different platforms. Each question bank has their own timetable preparation. You can just print it out and write down whatever you have practiced that day, or in which areas you have to improve. Another important aspect is psychosocial factors, like if you are someone working as a PSW, or as in like working back home in India, or you have a big event coming up in your life like marriage or any functions. Just like this is the aspect where nobody discusses about it. Give yourself enough time to practice for about 4 to 6 months and you're good to go. I myself have been in this journey for about 2 years, and I don't know, I feel myself as dumb that I couldn't clear it before. And just that you should have enough amount of time and space to practice, and then you'll achieve it. That's it. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my video.